This is Tina from TinaHeals.com. And if you've kept abreast of my work, then you probably know that I'm creating a series of videos based on the moon signs, and in combination with all the sun signs. So I hope you've been checking all the videos out. If you haven't, and if you don't know about it, then check the videos. Getting back to the topic at hand, I am discussing personality types based on your sun and moon signs. Okay, what does that mean? That means if you don't know what your moon sign is, then you're probably only into pop culture astrology, which needs to be corrected because there is a lot more going on with your natal chart than just your sun sign. Let me explain that a bit better. There are 9 planets in astrology. Sun and moon are also considered planets, and each of these 9 planets emit a certain energy signature, and they represent a certain idea. Okay, for instance, the sun represents our exterior self, how we project our internal key to the world, how we want to be perceived, our magnetic raw power that we put out there, how we move through the 3D world. It's a yang component. Okay, you understand that. And the moon is the yin component, is actually who we are when the lights are off and when no one is looking. The moon sign is all about our deepest emotions. Our emotional body is the moon sign. Sorry. So if you are now understand that by knowing just your sun sign, the story is never complete. You have to know your moon sign. And because the moon sign will tell you who you really are when the lights go off. If you have your moon in Virgo and your sun in Scorpio, then this video is for you. All right. So what does it mean to have the moon in Virgo? Now, Virgo is the 6th sign. It is in ancient astrology there were actually 10 signs, and Virgo and Scorpio were fused together, okay, as a sign of the androgen. And later on, the Greeks, of course, made 12 signs and brought about Libra, broke apart Virgo and Scorpio. So you understand that there is a lot of depth that is going on with Virgo, much more than what we understand today. We see Virgo as a sign of service, our everyday affairs, our physical body and health. Virgo is a sign of the servant and just wants to serve, okay? Now, Virgo wants to heal, just like Pisces, it's polarity. So, Virgo moon people have very nimble fingers, a lot of them. The ancients called the Vestal Virgins were associated with the sign of Virgo. The Vestal Virgins were autonomous, sexually empowered temple priestesses, okay? So with Virgo there comes this question of claiming your own sovereign idea, or your own sovereign self, and serving. These Vestal Virgins were after all serving. Because look at the interesting dichotomy. Leo, the 5th sign, is the sign of the king, and Virgo, the 6th sign, is the sign of the servant. So the soul in its journey through the samsaric wheel, which is represented as the wheel of the zodiac, goes through all the signs and experiences different things. In Aries, it experiences propulsion, initiation, starting of new things. In Taurus, it connects to the physical 3D world, to the physical 3D body. In Gemini, it learns to communicate. In Cancer, it learns foundations and emotions and nurturing and nurturance, an idea of motherhood. Right? Moving into Leo, we understand, the soul understands the idea of individuation, individuality, the king. in the supreme individual. And then in Virgo, the wheel starts rotating in a completely different energy signature. In Virgo, the soul wants to serve all of humanity. So with your moon in Virgo, you do have the necessity to serve. You have the necessity to appear productive, to appear useful, and you're not the person to fluff things up or put frills on things just to make them look pretty. You want to tell things the way they are. You want to tell things the way you want to keep emotions away. You're not vibing to that Scorpio depth. But here you have your sun in Scorpio. So you are projecting a way more intense, deep, gritty, dark side to you. If you're of course feeding into the lower vibrations of Scorpio, then that's what you're projecting to the world. But internally you're this methodical, disciplined, hard-working person. But with the Scorpio sun, you definitely crave depth, because getting back to your sun sign, which is how you represent yourself, you've understood your moon in Virgo. You can be a warrior. Of course, there's abdomen, stomach. You may give in to emotional overeating as well. But Virgo moons are very connected to toxins in their bodies, so that should not be a problem. And if you have this Scorpio need to dig deep, because that's how you like to project yourself. Scorpio is a sign of sex, death, rebirth, inheritance, taxes, everything that's hidden. All right, ruled by Pluto. In ancient astrology, it was ruled by Mars, and now it's ruled by Pluto. So with Scorpio, there's a need to dig deep and really go very deep. So you can be a tremendously good counselor with this, because you want to give out that scorpionic vibe of like, yeah, I want to talk about this. I want to consult a sexual counselor, because you have the Virgo method. You're ready to work hard. This is a double dose of yin energy, because Scorpio herself is feminine, is the second water sign. Okay, first being Cancer and last being Pisces. And Scorpio has a lot of male energy, because its rulers are male though, and Mars is a very archetype of the male vibe, the male energy, the phallus. So there is definitely a more yang component to you that you project out, more male, so to say, male, if you understand, even if you're a female. I mean, males, females, we all have each of the polarities within us. You know, we are not exclusively female or exclusively male, but we have both polarities within us. So this is interesting, because all the planets here have in Scorpio have that depth and that emotional intensity. But there could be a conflict if your Virgo moon is not ready to look at emotions at all. And now scorpionic emotions are deeper than just the Cancerian type of emotions. So this is about you really going deep. And the Virgo moon may not want to do that. Remember, they want to take things apart, put things back together to figure out how it works, how people work. Okay, so find balance between emotions and the dry analytical mind. A bit of both is necessary to function through the world and understand our soul purpose. I hope you like that. Do like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to visit my website, tinaheals.com. You can book a private session with me.